Hello and welcome to the Spanish Learning Channel. In this lesson, I'm going to continue to teach you how to read in Spanish. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to read all the syllables in Spanish that starts with letters that have two or more different sounds, some with completely different sounds, and others with just a hard sound or a soft sound, so you can sound naturally like a native speaker. This video is the second video of a series of videos that will teach you how to read in Spanish. By the end of this series of videos, you will be able to read and write in Spanish. Syllables that start with letters that have two or more sounds, or a soft sound or hard sound. Letter B and letter V. Spanish, letra B larga, letra B corta. Spanish letra is letter. Have the same sound. Letter B and V have the same sound in Spanish. And it is a B sound. Also, it have a hard sound and a soft sound, depending on the situation. So, before we begin, remember that in Spanish we have 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. In English, A, E, I, O, U. So I'm going to read to you the five vowels. The 5 syllables with the letter B using the hard sound: ba, be, bi, bo, bu. Letter V: ba, be, bi, bo, bu. What's the difference in the sound between these two letters? No difference. It is the same sound in Spanish. Like I said before, it have a hard sound and a soft sound. Now the hard sound, it is when the letter B is in the beginning of a word or after letter M or N. For example, bolsa. Bolsa, the letter B is in the beginning of a word, so we use the hard sound. Enviar. Letter V is after letter N, so we use the hard sound. Enviar. Now the soft sound, it is in other situation. Like for example, avión, tabla. The hard sound, the lips are held together, b, b. And the soft sound, the lips doesn't touch. Avión, avión, tabla. See? Avión, avión, tabla. Here's an example of a word that have the hard sound and the soft sound. Vivir, vivir. You don't say vivir, you say vivir. Beber, beber. I'm going to read the 5 syllables using the soft B sound. Va, ve, vi, vo, vu. Va, ve, vi, vo, vu. I'm gonna read the 5 syllables using first the hard sound and then the soft sound. Baba, baby, bibi, bobo, bubu. See the sound? Baba. You don't say baba, say baba. Baby, bibi, bobo, bubu. Remember, to pronounce the soft sound, the lips doesn't touch. Letter C. K sound, k, k. And also S sound only if it's followed by letter E or I. S, s. K, C, si, ko, ku. K, C, si, ko, ku. Letter D have two sounds, hard sound and the soft sound. Da, de, di, do, do. That's the hard sound. The hard sound, it is when the letter D is in the beginning of a word or after letters N or L. For example, cuando, falda. The soft D sound is in other situations, like for example, like in between the words, and not after an N or L. Nada, lodo. See the difference? You don't say nada, it's nada, lodo. I'm gonna read the five syllables using the soft D sound. Da, de, di, do, do. Now I'm going to use the five syllables using first the hard sound and then the soft sound. Dada, dede, didi, dodo, dudu. Dada, dede, didi, dodo, dudu. Here's an example of a word that have both the hard sound and the soft sound. Dedo. You don't say dedo, you say dedo. The letter G have two sounds, two main sounds, plus it have a hard sound and a soft sound in the G sound. The G is as go in English. When it's followed by an E or an I, then it is the English H sound or Spanish J sound. Ga, he, he, go, gu. Again, ga, he, he, go, gu. Notice that there is also a hard sound or a soft G sound that native speakers alternate. Most of the time is hard sound when is at the beginning of a word, a pause or followed by letter N. For example, ganso, lengua, or soft G when it's in the middle of a word except followed by N or when talking fast. For example, sigue. You don't say sigue, you say sigue. Like for example, like ga, ge, gi, go, gu. That's the soft G. Ga, ge, gi, go, gu. That's the hard G. But remember, if it's the G followed by E or I, it's like the H sound. He, he. Now, if it's followed by the letter G is followed by U, then the G sound stays, but the U is mute. For example, guitarra, guitarra, gui. See? You don't say he, you say guitarra. Why? Because you add a letter U, but the letter U is mute after the letter G. Manguera, same. And if you want to sound the letter U, then you have to put a diaresis on the letter U. For example, bilingüe, pingüino. If you don't put those two little dots, those diaresis, then you will say bilingue. But there's no such thing as bilingue. It is bilingüe, pingüino. Letter R, letra R, have two sounds. The trilling R or the rolling R sound, r, r, and the r, r sound. Let's read the five syllables using the trilling sound. Ra, re, ri, ro, ru. Ra, re, ri, ro, ru. Now let's read the R sound using the r sound. Ra, re, ri, ro, ru. Okay, let me explain it. When R is the first letter of a word, then it's drilled like the double R. Otherwise, it sounds like the American T as in water or the American DD as in ladder. For example, caro, which means expensive. Caro. You don't say carro. Why? Because it only have one R. Now, carro means car. It have two R. Then it's carro. Raro. Ra because the R is in the beginning of the word. Ro because it's not in the beginning of the word. It only have one R. Let's review this. If R is in the beginning of a word, have the R, the training sound. If R is not in the beginning of a word and you only have one R, so it's the R sound, like caro. And you have two R's, then it's R sound. But when it's in the beginning of a word, you will never see two R's. It's only one R, and it's always drilled. Letter X, X, sound, and sound. And in special cases is the American H sound or J sound in Spanish. J. I mean, and in special cases is the HH sound. Sh, sh. Let me read the five vowels, the five syllables using the KS sound. Xa, xe, xi, xo, xu. Xa, xe, xi, xo, xu. The S sound, the letter X have the S sound if it's in the beginning of a word before another consonant. Actually, there's no rule. In some countries, sounds like KS, and in others, like S, like sa, se, si, so, su. Now, you have the H sound, which is the Spanish J sound in Mexican places such as Mexico or Oaxaca. You don't say in Spanish Mexico or Oaxaca. No, you say Mexico. So you have that sound. And in rare cases, you have the SH sound when for some indigenous American origin places such as Shela, which is a city in Guatemala. Letter Y, J sound, or E sound. Ja, J, G, yo, you, which is the English J sound or the Spanish double L sound. When it's alone or at the end of a word, it acts as a vowel and sounds E, like letter I in Spanish, E. Like for example, like hoy, which means today. Hoy, Hoy. Or the word en, which in Spanish is E. You have letter I alone. Now let's review by reading all these letters that have more than two sounds, more than one sound. Letter B, beber, beber. C, la letra C. Caja, cero, cinco, cubo. Letter D, letra D, dedo. Letter G, la letra G, ganso, gemelo, gigante, gota, gusto, guerra, guitarra, bilingüe, lingüista. R, caro, carro, rato. V, uva, enviar, vago. X, examen, anexo, duplex, xilofón, México, shelahu, E, letter Y, yuca, hoy, and if the letter Y is alone, E. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.